Wooddale has partnered with 10 churches down in the Lago Atitlan area in Guatemala. It's a sustained partnership where we work in cross-cultural contexts, side by side.
I see that as a very positive, and what has made this ministry a success is because we work side by side. We hear their needs and we work with them.
One of the goals I think we have is that we go from here down there to give the blessing away that God has given to us.
Guatemala is a great place to go for a first-time cross-cultural mission experience. It's in the same time zone. You only spend about a half a day traveling, and so it's a great place to really put your foot in the water and experience a cross-cultural short-term mission opportunity, be able to do it with something that's very accessible.
You know, I went there to build a house, and I thought, well, all I'm going to do is be laying bricks. I'm going to go to my own house. I'm just going to build it. And I found that I connected to people in ways I was surprised. And I just fell in love with them. And a little 7-year-old girl hugged my leg one day as I was leaving and brought tears to my eyes. It was a moving experience. You know, Wooddale has built over 140 houses over the 14 years there. And I'll never forget the house that I got to build.
I think that's the biggest impact we've had because it is a culture of relationships. And how better than communicating the love of Christ through the relationships.
It was a wonderful opportunity to come alongside and to pray with and to participate with their program. Kids just know so well that we need to be looked at, touched, listened to. We need to spend time with each other. The kids were so moved by these children. They love them.
The Wooddale approach through Bridge Builders is really unique. We go back to the same place every year and work with the same people each time we go. What that does is it helps us to establish real relationships that make it a sustained ministry that happens year after year.
We decided early on, about the first time we went down to Guatemala, that we wanted to make a commitment to the pastors and the people there to make this a long-term relationship. And I remember one of those nights, one of the pastors leaned over and he said, you know, the first year you guys came down, we knew that you cared about us. We knew that you wanted to serve Christ, work with us. But he said, you know, after all these years that you've been coming down and all the things that we've shared together, he said, now we know that you really love us.
Over the 14 years I've been doing ministry there, you get to see what God is doing through Wooddalers throughout the culture, and you see the difference it's making.
It just impacts your heart going back to the same place because we've built relationships.
And there are so many stories of people that go down and work on a house or go to a medical clinic or do a ministry and they make a friend. And then when they come back the next year, they're able to reconnect with those people.
A few years ago, I saw a friend of mine that I hadn't seen in years, and he was one of the Guatemalan citizens, and he said, I committed my life to Jesus Christ. And he said, now I have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. And I was able to reach out to my friend, and I could say, brother, the same thing happened to me. And you know, you just don't have opportunities for that kind of relationship. You have to go there and live with people, and that's part of the benefit of a trip like this, where you can have those long-term relationships.